It's 11:34 on a Thursday. Across the country, we are seeing a spike in hate crimes against Asian communities. Last year, the group Stop AAPI Hate reported roughly 3,800 hate crimes against Asian Americans from March of last year until the end of February this year, during the height of the pandemic. Experts say there is a correlation, but it's not the only time our Asian communities have experienced hate. In fact, for many, it never stopped. What is it like to be Asian American in the year 2021?
There's this reckoning right now, this awakening.
Being an Asian American in the world today, it's also very strange.
But for Ryan Winkle and Jenny Poon, both members of the Arizona Asian Chamber of Commerce, moving forward first requires a look back.
There's a lot to unravel, right? And I think we're having to deal with some of that trauma from the past, but realizing what's okay and what's not okay and learning our own history.
And that also means coming to terms with past racist incidents where they were both the targets.
I remember them yelling hot chink and then some like ching chong, like the typical responses that you hear as Asian women. Those are the things that we remember that's like, oh wait, that wasn't okay. Like none of that was okay.
Once they found out I was Filipino, they said, oh, why would you date a half-breed race traitor or something like that, the daughter? And I was like, why does that matter?
Police searched this evening for the suspect who assaulted an Asian American man.
But in recent months, we've seen attacks against our Asian American communities across the country escalate. According to the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism, anti-Asian hate crimes spiked nearly 150% in 2020. And there are examples of this right here in the Valley. Back in March, an Asian American man and his two kids were watching a basketball game here at Phoenix Suns Arena when somebody threw a beer bottle at them. Police tell me detectives with the Bias Crimes Division are now looking into this case, but so far no arrests. In the meantime, the Suns say hate or discrimination of any kind will not be tolerated. But this is just yet another example of why Asian Americans are on high alert.
But now during broad daylight, knowing that I'm going to be going somewhere and walking back to my car, maybe 2 blocks in the dark, I have that additional layer. Like I've purchased pepper spray.
Did you buy the pepper spray in light of these attacks that are happening?
Yeah. I actually bought some for my parents too and sent them over to them.
It's funny, my mom did the same. She bought some and then she bought some for my wife.
But how do we begin to solve the problem? Ryan believes it starts with increasing the amount of education Arizona students get in schools.
If people know about somebody, it humanizes them, and then you no longer think, oh, that's something different than me, so I can not like it for no good reason.
Jenny says it will also require more organization within the Asian community itself.
We're done being quiet about it because it's not getting better.
It has been nearly 80 years since Chizu Omori and more than 110,000 other Japanese Americans first arrived at what many now refer to as incarceration camps. And even though it's been almost a century and progress has been made, there's still more work to be done. Over decades, we've seen this demonization of the Asian community. And I'm wondering if you feel like there's a connection to what you went through to what we're seeing play out today.
Sure, we're still working to sand off the rough edges about all these issues. Change is possible. We've seen change. We've seen change over time.
Yeah, and I can't thank Ryan and Jenny and Chizu enough for opening up and sharing their stories with us. Advocates say there is more our politicians can do as well. Just yesterday, I got a copy of a letter that the Japanese American Citizens League Arizona chapter sent to Governor Doug Ducey's office, making a number of requests, including allocating more resources to ensure the safety of our Asian communities. For more information on hate crimes, you can head to abc15.com. We've also posted all the stories we've done this week, so if you've missed any, you can watch them right there.
Yeah, great stuff, Nick. I also like when he said, if you really get to know someone, that lessens the chance that you'll hate them or, do harm.
He says it humanizes them, which I thought was just a beautiful and eloquent way to put it. And I think we can apply that to so many things, Mark.
Yep, agreed, Nick. Thanks so much for that.